In this video, I'm exploring for the venomous and dangerous sea creatures that patrol the ocean floor at midnight.
Oh my word, look at the size of that thing! Guys, we've just found the deadliest fish in the ocean!
These nocturnal sea creatures all have their own unique weaponry, from venomous spines to needle-sharp spears or paralyzing saliva. Some are tiny balls of poison, others are much larger.
Jeez, look at the size of this guy!
These map puffers contain a deadly chemical compound called tetrodotoxin that's over 1,000 times more deadly than cyanide.
He's a big boy.
These toxins kill by paralyzing muscles and stopping breathing, but this isn't the map puffer's only weapon.
That's some serious weaponry there, guys. You wouldn't want to get your fingers stuck in there. And you can see why they're called a map puffer, because the patterns on their skin are, well, they look like a map, and you can see this guy's also got some scarring on him. These might be mating scars or something. He's very friendly. Right, see you later, buddy.
Other fish on the reef rely on venomous spines to ward off predators and adopt a strength in numbers approach.
Whoa, guys, all these catfish, they're out swimming. Let's get the 360 camera in there.
These striped catfish are armed with venomous pectoral and dorsal spines that can inject a blood-damaging toxin, and they are very fast.
Whoa!
But there are far more dangerous fish on the reef.
The reef at night is a super dangerous place because of creatures like this. This here is the deadliest fish in the ocean. Oh, that is the biggest stonefish I've ever seen. He is a mutant. Guys, he's just here. Let's get him on film.
So, the name stonefish is thrown around quite loosely, but this individual is not only a stonefish, but the deadliest of the 5 species, the estuarine stonefish. This fish is armed with a row of 13 venomous dorsal spines that it uses to inject a potent vericotoxin that can cause respiratory weakness, cardiovascular damage and paralysis that can lead to death. And to make things worse, they're nearly impossible to spot.
Guys, you can see just how camouflaged this guy is, look. He's currently sat under this big mooring block. So we've got some ropes here, this big concrete block, and then the big old stonefish. That is why you've got to be super careful out on the reef at night, because if you accidentally land on one of them, that is not good news. And at some point tonight, a fish is going to come swimming over him, and BAM! He's going to jump up and grab it.
On the topic of sharp spines and lightning-fast reactions, this monstrous mantis shrimp was the next creature to appear out of the darkness.
That is a big old mantis shrimp, that is. Whoa!
I believe this is a tiger mantis shrimp, a species of spearing mantis that uses its highly adapted vision to hunt at night from large burrows in the sand. Whilst these shrimps aren't venomous or poisonous, they're armed with raptorial appendages that are as sharp as needles that they use to spear prey as it swims too close to their hunting holes at night. Luckily for this one, my lights made it a little bit easier for it to catch its dinner.
Whoa, we just caught that small little fish! Oh, that's crazy! He's having a feast tonight. Bit sad for the little fish, though. This is one very happy mantis shrimp, catching all the plankton. Where's he gone? He's obviously had enough. Guys, just to give you an idea as to how big these mantis shrimps are, that's its hole, and that's my hand. They're pretty big beasts. Oh, here's another big one. Hello! Woo! Woo! Oh, whoa, big stingray coming towards me. I bet there's some big old sharks swimming around down there.
But it's not the sharks you need to be worried about at night, for some of the most poisonous fish on the reef come in very small packages.
Well, hey, look at this little juvenile cowfish. This is going to be a nightmare to film, but let's give it a go.
This is a juvenile longhorn cowfish, a creature capable of producing a very unique toxin called ostracytoxin that's released from specialized glands in the fish's skin. This toxin obliterates anything in the immediate area, which is why fish keepers have to be careful not to stress cowfish when introducing them to their aquariums. The toxin is hemolytic, meaning it can rupture red blood cells, and it also disrupts cell membranes, leading to wide-scale tissue damage. However, they're very cute.
He's just going around in circles. He's probably a bit confused as to whether he's hidden enough or not. Guys, let me know down in the comments if you think this is the cutest fish in the ocean. Look at his little butt. Guys, just so you can see how small he is, here's my finger for a size reference. He's tiny, tiny. Oh, he's off. He's going for a swim. Goodbye. I hope you survived the night. Share that with anyone you know that will find that fish super cute. They're literally adorable.
However, other micropredators that don't rely on venoms or poisons for survival also emerge at night.
Oh, yes! I was looking for one of these and I've just found one. Just here, we've got one of my favourite little nocturnal critters. Have a look at this guy.
This is a bobtail squid, and he's only about 1 centimetre long. Unlike other cephalopods, like some of the species appearing later in this video, these micro squids are not venomous, and instead rely on a symbiotic relationship with bioluminescent bacteria in their light organs that helps them stay hidden from predators through a process called counter-illumination. And there are predators everywhere.
Oh my word, go away! I hate these lionfish! Go away! And don't stir the sand up either! But yeah guys, this bobtail is tiny! Here he is, just here! Oh, he's just gone for a swim. And now he's gonna bury himself again. Out come his little tentacles. Oh, he just picked a big stone up. Right, we'll leave this little one to it and go and try and find one a little bit bigger. I say bigger, like maybe 1 inch if we're lucky. Let's do it. So guys, this sort of like fluffy sandy bottom, it can look like there's not a huge amount here, but this area is full of life. Let me show you some of the things I've just found.
These are small sea hares, perhaps Stylochilus striatus, and they can often be found patrolling the sandy bottom at night, feeding on cyanobacteria that covers the ocean floor. Now, these critters aren't really poisonous to humans, but they likely accumulate toxins in their tissues from the cyanobacteria they eat, making them unpalatable. They're also capable of producing an ink that contains chemical compounds that can interfere with a predator's senses. Crustaceans also creep around the sand at night, like this rude little scissor swimming crab.
Right back at you, buddy. I must admit, I've been wanting to film that scene for a while.
Decorator crabs have much more advanced camouflage. This individual is almost impossible to spot amongst the filamentous algae and cyanobacteria, and for good reason, for highly intelligent predators patrol these shallow slopes at night.
Oh yes! Oh yes! Guys, there's a coconut octopus in a bottle! Oh, that's so cool! Oh, that is so cool! So guys, these coconuts are famous for using, well, coconuts to hide in. But this one's found a glass bottle. And you can see he's now got this fantastic dark purple colour. It's obviously super sad that there's rubbish down here, but at least this octopus has made good use of it. Let's get him on film.
Like all octopuses, the coconut octopus has salivary glands that produce venom. These toxins contain enzymes that are primarily used to disable and digest its prey, and the crabs we just saw are definitely on the menu. Whilst the coconut isn't anywhere near as venomous as other octopus species, like the blue-ringed, they are one of the only octopus species that are known to use tools, like this glass bottle.
I tell you what, it's not the best protection in terms of staying hidden, but it'll certainly keep him safe. Now I just need to find one doing something similar, but about 10 times the size.
But little did I know that later that night, I'd find the octopus I was looking for.
Guys, if you're loving this video so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Look at this sleepy white-spotted puffer. He's just chilling in this rope. Looks pretty comfortable, to be fair. This rope is covered in predators. Look, we got a lionfish here. I think 2 more over here. There's a big one. And And then on the rope just here, we've got a scorpionfish. Look at that guy. So yeah, don't grab hold of the rope at night. Oh. I'm just kidding. Oh, look at this big old hermit crab. What a crazy looking critter that is. Oh, he's gone for a walk. Here he is, look guys. He looks like a croissant. A croissant. Blimey, he won't stay still. That shell must be an absolute nightmare to move around with. And he's got some anemones on the back, look. It's so cool, the little anemones on his shell actually retract. How weird is that? Whoa, the anemones are catching the plankton. That's so cool. That is the Frenchest looking hermit crab I've ever seen. Spread some Nutella on there, it'd be fantastic. Oh, he's making a run for it now. Down the slope he goes. What is this thing? There's loads of these weird translucent fish lying on the sand. I've got absolutely no idea what they are. The larval form of some sand-dwelling fish, perhaps. Whoa, that was cool what he did still with his eyes. As ever though, there is plankton everywhere. Oh, in my ear. Oh, get out. People say they want to come diving. And diving at night. But this is what it looks like. They keep going like round the back of my mask and in my ears. Ugh.
But the worms and plankton aren't the only thing that make diving at night here pretty creepy.
And here we've got someone's cuddly toy. Probably looking quite demonic now. Blimey, look at that thing. Guys, I'm getting out of here. What is this thing? Whoa, cuttlefish. Check out this guy. I think this is a small broad club. I'm sure he's going to change colour completely soon.
Like other cephalopods, this broad club cuttlefish also produces venomous saliva that it injects into its prey. The venom contains neurotoxins that disrupt the nervous system of its prey, leading to paralysis and death. But their venom isn't the only thing they use to stun and confuse their dinner.
Check out the super vibrant blue colour along the edge of his mantle. Guys, this little cuttlefish is very tame, look, he's just chilling. Goodbye. Now let's find one 50 times the size. This section of reef is absolutely alive tonight. We've got the big black longspine urchins, cardinal fish, damselfish, and of course, tons of big lionfish. Look at these guys out hunting. They're everywhere. You're not stinging me today, though. That's a nice looking one, to be fair. They might be good looking, but they are very annoying. And he won't even let me film him. Look at that though, that is a crazy looking fish. That is the Grim Reaper in fish form, that is. Especially at night time. Here's a big longhorn cowfish. He looks a bit out of place here, he should be on the sand. Look at those big long horns. Good looking fish. Whoa, and here's a giant clam, look at this. Here's his party trick. Oh, he didn't really do it this time. Here's a little Toby and a lovely butterfly fish. I think this one's called a triangular butterfly fish or something like that. Whoa, there's a big moray there. There's his noggin, look. There's critters everywhere. I've got to be careful I don't land on these urchins though. Here you go. Scorpionfish. There he is, look. Oh, and another one. This one's swimming though. He's a bit cumbersome. Whoa, look at these big batfish swimming up in the water. At this time of night, guys, a lot of the reef fish that are out swimming during the day, they hide because they don't want to get eaten by sharks. And there's a big surgeonfish in here as well. He's got a wound on his back though. I'm not sure what that's from. These guys are called surgeonfish because just here they've got a couple of razor sharp spines. And if you happened to grab one with your hand, it would literally tear it to shreds. So yeah, surgeonfish like a surgeon's scalpel.
The sand, reefs and man-made structures are home to plenty of other super bizarre looking predators that are highly adapted for hunting at night.
Look at this guy, that is a weird looking one. He's just here.
This is a white warty frogfish, a species of anglerfish famous for using a lure to hunt.
I've tried, guys, but that is probably the most difficult frogfish I've ever tried to film.
This one wasn't playing ball though, and seemed to spend more time walking around the purple sponge than it did fishing. Other nocturnal predators were also lurking in the sponge.
Oh, and a big old trumpet fish. Look how well camouflaged he is amongst this sponge. That's crazy. He'll be out hunting at this time of night for sure.
Luckily for me, it wasn't long before I found another frog drifting along the sand.
Oh hey, little frogfish. This is one of my favourite little critters. Oh hey, look at him go, walking across the reef. That is a cute little painted frogfish, that is. You can see him using his little hands just to stand on the individual pebbles. So, in contrast to that medium-sized painted frogfish, this is probably the smallest painted frogfish I've ever seen. There he is, look guys, absolutely tiny. He's probably about 1 centimetre long. Oh, the current's so strong tonight. I was going to fight it, but I've given up. I'm just going to let it take me. We'll end up where we end up. Hopefully somewhere with lots of cool stuff. Whoa! Another bobtail squid and a much bigger one. Look at him, he's just here. Wow, this one's going crazy, look at him. And now he's burying himself, that's so cool. Look at those little tentacles. He's not happy. Goodbye, little one. Sorry to shine lights in your face at night.
Just when I thought we'd run out of luck with finding venomous creatures, I spotted out of the corner of my eye what looked like a leaf wafting around on the ocean floor. But this leaf was armed with a row of venomous dorsal spines.
Well, hey, look at this little wasp fish. So, this kind of looks like a bit of leaf or something, bit of foliage, but no, it's a fish. And like a lot of things at night, a venomous one.
The spines on this cockatoo waspfish contain a venom that can cause intense pain and swelling by damaging body tissue and stimulating pain receptors. They're usually pretty docile, using behavioural mimicry to remain hidden, but this one had other ideas.
I think this is the most active waspfish I've ever seen. He can't sit still. See you later, buddy. Don't eat all that plankton at once. Whoa, this algae is covered in life. We've got Shaun the Sheeps and skeleton shrimps and all sorts. Oh, there's even a little juvenile lionfish on it. That is tiny. We've got the king of camouflage, the flounder. Maybe he'll let me film him because it's night time. He's just covered himself in sand. He's got that big green googly eye. Look how camouflaged this flounder is. So this is his eyes and his mouth and his tail's over here. But if you're a predator swimming over the top of him, you would never ever ever see him in the sand. So I've just come across this mooring block. And although it looks like there's probably not much here, there is some crazy stuff on this thing.
This sponge was covered in small venomous critters, from juvenile scorpionfishes and lionfishes to toxin-filled nudibranchs that blended in perfectly with the porous orange encrusting sponge. These micro-predators were also accompanied by decorator crabs, including one of the most well-known decorated crabs that perfectly matches its name.
This is possibly the hardest thing to focus on because it's furry, so I never know whether it's in focus or not. But this guy is an orangutan crab, and it does not take a genius to guess where he got his name from. Whoa, what did he just catch? Safe hands, safe hands. I think he's maybe a bit slow. We should probably get out soon. I've been down here for too long now.
But just before heading back to the surface, I was scanning the horizon and spotted a pair of large eyes looking back at me.
Oh, I've just found a big coconut. Check this out.
But this creature was not what I first thought.
Oh, he's not a coconut. This, I think, is a starry night octopus. Oh, I've never seen one of these guys before. How cool is he? Look at the way he's just running along the bottom. What a crazy looking octopus.
These starry night octopus are rarely encountered by humans, and this is the first one I have ever seen. Armed with a venomous saliva-covered beak, this octopus walks across the ocean floor in the depth of night, searching for its prey. They can also develop a spotted pattern to hide from prey and warn predators, but like most octopus, once they've had enough, they simply disappear under the sand.
And there he goes, guys. He's burying himself down into the sand. What a crazy creature that is. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.